The newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Former First Lady Imelda Marcos celebrated her 93rd birthday in Malacanang 36 years after they were evicted from the palace by the People Power Revolution. The newly minted president's mother wasted no time establishing herself back in the presidential residence, as friends and allies were invited to the festivities. The former First Lady wore a red Filipiniana to the event and was seen holding the hands of her only son, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Meanwhile, Vice President Sara Duterte hit the ground running on her first day as Vice President by opening satellite OVPs around the country. In a Facebook post, the Vice President touted the new offices in Dagupan, Cebu, Tacloban, Zamboanga, Davao, and Tanag, Surigao del Sur. Duterte claims these offices will help Filipinos in easily accessing all services offered by the Office of the Vice President. Meanwhile, former Vice President Leni Robredo thanks her supporters and volunteers for helping her launch the Angat Buhay NGO. Via social media, Attorney Robredo thanked all who volunteered and donated after the organization received around 1.7 million in donations in just 2 days. Now, 2 barangays in Malabon are still submerged in flood 3 weeks after a nearby floodgate got damaged. Here's the story.
This barangay in Malabon has been in ankle-deep flood for 3 weeks now, and despite the recent gloomy weather, it's not the rain that caused the flooding. Apart from the hassle of traveling in and out the village, residents complain about their home appliances being washed out. Parents also worry about possible health concerns.
Pagod na nga kami kakalinis sobra. Kasi may mga bata rin kasi ang dami ng lamok, sobra, tas ang baho ng tubig, sakit sa sakit sa ulo, sakit sa tiyan yung amoy.
Others are also getting tired of having to clean up non-stop.
Perwisyo, hirap, araw-araw, ganyan. Minsan di ka makalabas. Mahirap po, araw-araw naglilinis kayo, ganyan, lilimas.
All this happened after a navigational gate at the Navotas Tangos River got damaged. Repairs for the damaged floodgate was supposed to end earlier this week.
Ang damage talaga dyan, ang nag-gate kasi wini-welding underwater. Kasi naka-open siya pag ibig sabihin naka-open siya, ang pinaka-gate niya naka-subvert sa tubig. Ngayon, mga putik doon, di ba, kailangan pa i-blasting nila yon bago nila ma-welding yung part ng link arm ng navgate. So, yun ang naging problema.
Malabon Mayor Jeannie Sandoval said the flooding situation has since gotten better compared to a few weeks ago. She adds that out of the 10 barangays that were flooded, only 2 remain submerged at the moment.
Meron pang aayusin pa dito sa kabilang side ng Hulong Duhat Dampalit Navigational Gate, and I think by mga next week magiging operational na rin siya.
Sandoval said the MMDA has vowed to speed up repairs in the coming days. For News 5, Jem Avancenia, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. North Korea blames its COVID outbreak on, quote, alien things near its South Korean border. The North Korean government claims their first recorded infections were due to things like balloons driven to their country by winds and other climate phenomena. Meanwhile, South Korea denied the accusations and maintained that there was no possibility of the virus entering North Korea through these supposed alien things. Lingerie giant Victoria's Secret is eyeing an image revamp, starting with doing more business with Black-owned firms. Victoria's Secret Chief Diversity Officer Lydia Smith tells us more about their initiative in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Victoria has a new secret. The lingerie giant is investing in marketing strategies and diversity initiatives to reshape its image. Its latest move is signing the 15% pledge. We talked to Victoria's Secret Chief Diversity Officer, Lydia Smith, about the company's new playbook.
We're embedding DE&I into our business initiatives that are both internal facing but also consumer facing, so touching our customers, and supplier diversity is one of those pieces. Partnering with the 15% pledge is going to allow us to not only set meaningful goals in this space, but then accelerate our progress in terms of really driving economic impact for diverse suppliers.
Victoria's Secret is known as a brand that catered to a narrow view of what sexy is. They've been criticized for the angel wings. Former executives have faced allegations of misconduct, and they generally haven't kept pace with cultural changes.
Our spend with Black-owned brands is not where we would love for it to be, but we're really proud of the progress we've made so far. Overall, our addressable spend is upwards of $1 billion, and we know that in the future, as we move towards a place where we can align to the pledge and ensuring that a good percentage of that is going towards Black-owned businesses.
So how do you convince shoppers that this change is real?
We have to make sure that we're always listening and that we're being representative of a diverse group of customers through everything we do, from our founding members of the collective to models to wear testing and people who we're bringing in to think about our sizing. It really is being intentional about diversity and inclusion as it relates to our full life cycle processes.
Davia Timon, who focuses on risk and reputation management for companies, says accountability is key here.
The accountability that we're talking about really will have to come from third-party monitors. We have data, we have metrics, we have things like that we never had before in such profusion. And if they're just doing it for pecuniary, monetary reasons, people will sense that and will fall through. Now, my sense is they're doing it pretty right. They are seeming to do it deeply, not just superficially.
The way that I know that it's genuine is because people are asking questions and they're listening and wanting the feedback. I see it and I feel it every day, but it does take time. There are so many different dimensions of diversity and women out there. But what we design and build today, it's going to be some time before it's out there in the marketplace. But we're listening, and our goal is truly to be reflective of all of our customers, our values, and who we say we are.
Victoria's Secret has been in business for almost 5 decades. Changing the brand's story and gaining back customers' trust will take time and investments. Shoppers, workers, and the data will show how far they're willing to go.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:15 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com. Stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.